Guys, let us do now question number 48. In this question number 48, you can see the old partners are, old ratio is already given 3/5 and 2/5 for A and B. Okay. So as you can see here, the same old ratio has been followed here 3/5 and 2/5. Okay. 3/5 and 2/5. I hope you have your books and copies with you. Okay. So that you can do along with the video. Okay. I'll not be explaining very fast. I'll be going very slow. Okay. So you can pause the video in between. Okay. So we have old ratio that is 3/5 and 2/5, isn't it? So now let us see that for how much C is coming for. C is coming for 1/6 share. Okay. Now when C is coming for 1/6 share, what is the remaining share? Remaining share will be 5/6. Okay. Okay. So now that 5/6 we will multiply with the old capital of A and B in order to get the new ratio. So when we do the calculation, we get this 3/6, 2/6, and 1/6 for A, B, and C. So this is the ultimate ratio. That is 3:2:1. This is the new ratio. Okay. So after calculating new ratio, we can calculate sacrificing ratio using the formula. You can know already by looking at this. But I think you must have learned by now. Okay. Let us move on to revaluation account. This is a very simple question, okay, unlike question number 46 and 47. As you can see in the question that land and buildings to be increased to 14,000. So now land and buildings is to be increased to, which means the question is itself saying that this item is to be increased to 14,000. So we have to look at the previous figure. So land and building is how much? It was 12,800. Okay. So right now it is 14,000. So by 1200 it is increasing. So we have to write in the credit side because asset is increasing. Stock is to be increased to 9,600. So previously the amount of stock was 8,800 and now the present value is 9,600. So it is increasing by 800 right in the credit side. Now again look at the question. Sundry debtors to be subject to a provision of 10% to cover doubtful debts. So whatever is the amount of debtors, that is 6,000. So just take out its 10%. So 6,000 into 10% will be how much? 600. So you are creating provision for the first time, which means liability is increasing. So write in the debit side of revaluation account. That's it. That much we have in the adjustment. So we calculate the profit. Okay, we know that the total will be written down here to of 2000. Okay, from 2000 we subtract 600 and we get this difference here. But if the same difference is coming in the credit side, then it would be loss on revaluation. Since the difference is coming in the debit side, it is profit on revaluation, and this profit of 1400 will be distributed between A and B as per the old ratio. Okay, old ratio, that is 3:2. Okay, now let us move on to partners capital account. We don't have to make journal in this question, so this question is very simple. Okay, so we have to write this uh, capital balances from the balance sheet, extract the balance from balance sheet, write the amounts 13,200 and 8,800. In this question we have cash at bank, so we will pass the entry through bank. Okay, so by bank 4,000. In the question itself, it is mentioned that C will bring 4,000 as capital and 4,000 as premium for goodwill. So write the amount because the amount of capital is already given in the question, 4,000. Okay, and premium for goodwill is 4,000 again. So that premium for goodwill should be shared between A and B as per their sacrificing ratio of 3:2. Okay, share the amount. Premium for goodwill 2,400 and 1,600 it is. Okay, premium for goodwill, And we have seen the profit also, profit on revaluation 840 and 560. Write the amounts. Okay, this much, isn't it? Is it this much, or do we have anything left in the question? If you look at the question properly, there is one adjustment, a very simple adjustment is given in out there, a very very simple adjustment. It is nothing. Okay, as you can read in the question, after completion of these arrangements, the capital accounts of A and B were to be reduced to 12,000 and 8,000 respectively by paying the surplus to them in cash. How do we do this? Before we do this, okay, debit side entry, first get the total of credit column. I mean the credit side. A's total will be how much? 16,440. B's total will be 10,960 and C's will be 4,000. Write the same total out here. Okay. Now the question is saying that the capitals of A and B should be 12,000 and 8,000 respectively. So to balance CD should be 12,000 and 8,000 for A and B. And whatever is the extra amount, that is the surplus, that surplus is to be given to them. Okay, understand this point very nicely, because in later questions, when we have the capital adjustment, that time you may suffer from this kind of adjustments. Again, I'm repeating, in the question when it is mentioned, okay, that the capitals of A and B is to be reduced to, which means the capital is to be reduced from the amount whatever it was, which means this 12,000 and 8,000 is the new capital of A and B. Okay, so we will find the total of credit side. Okay, 16,440. We write the same total out here, and we write to balance CD. Okay, we will not write this to balance CD on top, because by rule, okay, we cannot write anything after writing CD. Okay, that is why accountancy is a very complex subject. Sometimes it is very much tricky, isn't it? So we have to know very, rules and regulations. Okay, so we have to leave the space out here. Okay, leave one line gap. Okay, leave one line gap, nothing will happen because we have so much of space here. Okay, so leave one line gap and write to balance CD 12,000, because in the question only it is mentioned that the capital of A should be 12,000, for B it should be 8,000, and for C it is the same amount, that is 4,000. Okay, so from the total, from this total 16,440, you subtract it, this 12,000, how much you will get? You will get 4,440, isn't it? Write the amount. And for B also, from 10,960 we subtract 8,000, how much we get? We get 2,960, isn't it? So what is this actually? This is actually the surplus of the capital which was remaining, so they will withdraw the amount. Okay, this is actually drawings. Okay, this is a drawings, but depending on a condition, it is a conditional drawing. Okay, it is not the normal drawings or the drawings out of capital, but it is a conditional drawing which the partners they have to take out, because the new capital it should be as per the question, that is 12,000 and 8,000. So whatever is the surplus amount, they will take it out. Okay, so we will write here to bank account. Okay, we will not write drawings, because technically if we look at this term, uh, we can write drawings, but technically the entry will be passed through the bank account. Whenever the entries are passed in the ledger accounts, it is passed through bank account only, isn't it? So we will write to bank account. There are things, there are many things that sometimes we have to write through drawings only, sometimes we have to write the bank. Okay, so please note this down. Remember these things. Okay, if you remember these kind of things, accountancy will be very simple. But if you don't understand and learn few things, then accountancy is going to be very much complicated. Anyway, so we will write to bank. Okay, so this amount are the surplus that they will withdraw out of it. Okay, and we get the balance. This is 4440 and 2960 for A and B. Okay, in previous questions, what used to happen that we used to find CD, isn't it? But in this question, CD is already given. In question number 46 and question number 47, we saw that we used to find this CD, balance CD. But in this question number 48, balance CD is already given, 12,000 and 8,000. So in this question, we have to find the balance or the figure of the amount that both A and B will withdraw out of the firm. Okay, now let us move on to balance sheet. You all know the format, it is same as it is. First, it is cash at bank. Okay, so we will write cash at bank or simply bank. Okay, it is same only. So amount is 8,400. Okay, it is the total you can see in the balance sheet, 8,400. C will bring 4,000 as his share of capital. Okay, and 4,000 as his share of premium. Okay, and these amounts 4440 and 2960, just now we saw here from A and B. Okay, we are getting these figures. They're actually taking out the money, isn't it? You can read in this question, it is said by paying. Okay, which means they will withdraw the amount out of the firm. So A will withdraw 4,440 and B will withdraw 2,960. That is why we are doing the subtraction here, because they are taking out the money. So whenever the partners they take out the money, bank balance get reduced. Similarly, whenever we take out money from our ATM, okay, what happens? Money gets subtracted. So the amount will be 9,000. Now sundry debtors, you can see here in the question, it is 6,000 and the provision should be created at the rate 10%. So provision is being created here of 600, write the amount 5,400. Okay, stock is being appreciated here by 800. So 8800 plus 800, it will be 9600. Okay, we have furniture and fittings. We don't have any adjustment regarding furniture and fittings, as you can see here in the revaluation account also. No mention about furniture and fittings, so we will write the amount directly. And for freehold property, there is an appreciation of 1200, so write the amount 14,000. Okay, for sundry creditors and mortgage, we don't have any information, so write the amounts as it is given in the balance sheet. And for this capital account balances, refer to the partners capital accounts, balance CD 12,000, 8,400, sorry, 4,000. Okay, so total will be how much? 42,000. Finished. Okay, we will now move on to question number 49. We have finished 48. I hope you are watching video in series. That is question number 46, question number 47, question number 48. Okay,